It started as a game in my head, a little throwback to when my son, Tyler, was 6 and used to love surprises. I'd hide behind doors, under blankets, even in the pantry. He'd squeal, I'd jump out, and we'd both laugh until we couldn't breathe. He's 16 now. 16, that impossible age where silence is the new language. Our conversations had become one-word answers, the occasional grunt over dinner, the glow of his phone, the only light in his room past midnight. I missed him. So when I realized he'd left his gym bag at home that afternoon, I thought maybe I'd surprise him after practice. I'd drop the bag off, hide in the back seat, and jump out when he opened the door. Just a harmless boo moment, something to make him laugh again. The universe must have laughed harder. I drove to the parking lot behind the community gym and parked where he usually did, a few rows away from the entrance. His spot was easy to recognize. Dented mirror, faded varsity track sticker, and one of those car air fresheners that never seemed to lose its fake pine smell. I climbed into the back seat, crouched low behind his spare jacket, and waited. I even texted my sister. Going to surprise Tyler. Haven't seen him smile in days. Wish me luck. The sky dimmed. Practice must have ended because groups of kids started coming out, laughing, shoving, tossing bags into cars. Then I saw him. My son. Taller than I remembered, his hoodie pulled up, face half hidden in the early evening light. He was walking fast, head down, glancing around. Then someone called his name. At first, I couldn't see who it was, just a voice. A little older, definitely not another teenager. When they stepped into the passenger side light, my stomach dropped. It was Coach Mason, his track coach. He looked nervous, too nervous. Tyler glanced around again before unlocking the car and motioning him inside. My first thought was, oh God, did something happen? Maybe there'd been an accident. Maybe Tyler was in trouble. Maybe this was something serious. But as they sat down, my heart started racing for a different reason. Did you delete everything? The coach asked quietly. Yeah, Tyler whispered. All of it, I swear. My breath caught in my throat. Delete what? The coach rubbed his hands over his face. You have to understand, Tyler, this can't get out. It could ruin both of us. I froze. Every instinct in me screamed to burst out and demand answers. But something about the fear in both their voices made me stay still. Are you going to tell my mom? Tyler asked, his voice cracking just slightly. No, the coach said too fast. Not unless you do. Silence, the kind that hums in your ears and makes your hands go cold. My mind went everywhere. Drugs, gambling, blackmail, God forbid something worse. My son, my sweet, quiet, anxious kid who still kept his childhood blanket in his closet, was sitting there whispering with a grown man like they shared a crime. I couldn't breathe. Then Tyler said something that changed everything. She told me it was just for fun, that it didn't matter. But when the screenshots started spreading, he stopped. She's the one who sent them to you, right? Coach Mason nodded slowly. My chest tightened. Screenshots? A girl? The coach leaned closer. You didn't tell anyone about the group, did you? No, Tyler said. I deleted the Discord like you said. But people are talking. They think it's me. Discord. Screenshots. A secret group. I pressed my hand to my mouth, trying not to make a sound. My son's phone buzzed, a sharp little notification tone that echoed through the car like a bullet. He looked at the screen. His face went white. She posted another one, he said quietly. The one from the locker room. The coach swore under his breath. Okay, listen, we'll go to the police if we have to, but not yet. Not until I talk to the district. If the school board finds out, they'll... Tyler interrupted, voice shaking now. She said she would tell everyone I was the one who made the server, that I was the one sharing the pics. But it wasn't me, Coach. I swear it wasn't me. My brain caught up all at once. Not drugs, not violence, something digital, something viral,
something public. My son had somehow been dragged into an online scandal, and it sounded like there were photos. The coach sighed. You made a mistake, Tyler. We both did, but we'll fix it. We. That word hit me like an electric shock. I couldn't take it anymore. I sat up and whispered, What mistake? Both their heads snapped around. Tyler's face went pale. The coach's eyes widened like he'd seen a ghost. Mom? Tyler gasped. Hi, I said, my voice trembling. Want to tell me what's going on? For a moment, no one spoke. The coach reached for the door handle like he was going to leave, but I locked the doors. Don't you dare, I said. Tyler looked down at his hands. Mom, it's not what you think. Then what is it? And then the truth came out. Messy, painful, modern, and horrifying. It started months ago. A girl in his class had created a private group on Discord, a chat where people posted memes, gossip, and jokes. But like all online spaces, it evolved. Screenshots of classmates started appearing, edited, sometimes humiliating ones. Then one day, someone posted an actual locker room photo. Nothing explicit, but enough to spark rumors, enough to hurt people. The girl blamed Tyler, said he was the admin, said he shared the image. He hadn't, but once the lie started spreading, people believed it. Coaches were called in, parents talked, the school launched an internal investigation. Coach Mason had tried to protect him, keep it off record, thinking he could handle it quietly, but that made it worse. The girl began blackmailing them both, threatening to post more proof unless they paid her. I didn't tell you, Tyler whispered, because I knew you'd freak out. I thought I could fix it before it got worse. My chest felt hollow. The coach looked at me, guilt written all over his face. I should have come to you. I was trying to protect him, but it got out of hand. I turned to my son. Are there more photos? He shook his head. She's still posting. She made fake accounts. People think it's me. That night, everything unraveled. We called the police, the girl's parents were contacted, evidence was gathered. It turned out she had been manipulating multiple students, saving and sharing edited photos for clout using private chats to stir chaos. But the real damage wasn't the posts, it was what they did to us. For weeks, Tyler didn't leave his room. Every ping from his phone made him flinch. Kids from school whispered behind his back. Even after his name was cleared, something in him stayed cracked. That fragile trust between a parent and a child, the sense that home is a safe place, had splintered. I'd meant to surprise him, to make him laugh. Instead, I uncovered a secret that showed me how alone he'd been. There's a new kind of loneliness now, the kind that hides behind glowing screens and vanishing messages. We raise our kids to be cautious, but no one prepares us for how dangerous digital shame can be, how fast it spreads, how deep it cuts. Sometimes I still wake up thinking about that night, about the sound of my son's trembling voice in the dark car, the way he said, I didn't want to disappoint you. And the truth is, I wasn't disappointed in him. I was disappointed in myself for not seeing how much pain he'd been carrying right in front of me. Now, I knock on his door before entering. I ask more questions, even when he rolls his eyes, and when he smiles, really smiles, it's not because I surprised him. It's because I finally started listening.